So which one should I look at?
Hurry up, go.
Hi.
So today we're going to be discussing our Digipack poster and video, how they all link together. Firstly, with location, we decided to take an image for our poster on the bridge, which is shown in our video, both at the beginning and the end of our narrative, because we felt this sort of represented when the effects of our main prop, our drug, started and ended. We also decided that we'd use the same image, just changed the design for the front cover of our Digipack, linking all three products together.
In like our music video and Digipack, we use the same opacity effect, so it kind of like links to like our video and our Digipack, so it kind of creates that brand image.
We also linked all three products together using clothing mise-en-scene, so the hat is shown in the video and in both the Digipack and the video.
With colour, we linked them together twice. So we altered the RGB curves, like George did all this. I'm not really perfect at it, but didn't you changed around the colour, reduplicating the layers to make sort of this green and red and pinky effect. And we also did this on our performance elements in our video. And we also decided to use a light pink background for 5 out of 6 of our Digipack designs, as light pink isn't really associated with our male performer, so we were able to challenge sort of a stereotype and a convention in this way.
We also carried on the drug theme throughout all of our Digipack and music video again. So in our music video, drug was the main theme throughout it. We also put an image of the pill, which was used in the video, just to bring it all together.
Okay, so here we're going to be talking about how we made our Digipack in order to like sell and promote our main product, which was our music video, to our target audience.
So the first thing was the light pink background on our Digipack, because we felt this was aesthetically pleasing for the audience. It's quite a nice colour and it drags them in, because there aren't many other albums that have that sort of...
Kind of stands out.
Yeah, it's different.
We also put the effects in, as discussed before, like the opacity effect and RGB curves, just to make it look a bit more indie and stand out a bit more.
Okay, I think the first one we created was our poster and our front cover, where we put a border over our performer's name. We then decided that we'd use this effect for pretty much all of our, apart from one, we've used them, as you can see here, we've created multiple borders. We felt that by allowing our Digipack to, all the designs to correspond with this border usage, it sort of developed a brand. It's part of the performer's name's identity in a way. This helped us create a star persona, and also helped us follow Andrew Goodwin's Amplify theory, where he basically says it's important to repeat a set of common conventions. So in terms of our Digipack, we repeated both colour and border usage. It also allowed us to sort of create pleasures of identification for the audience, didn't it?
Yeah, a border especially, like we're hoping that like if audiences see the logo, like they'll instantly think of our artists.
Yeah, we sort of wanted all our elements to become iconic, like the use of the pink, the border, the hat, the double exposure effect, all of them to be associated.
So they're all linked to the artist.
So when people see them, they'll be able to identify with the artist themselves. That's it. Section with basically discussing how we designed our advert in order to encourage people to buy the Digipack or the album, like the features which makes it interesting for the audience.
We sort of gave our star an image, and we want a younger audience to recognise his clothing in the advert and think that that's who his music's aimed at, because he's in a bright white hoodie that stands out, and he's got a hat that's on backwards.
With clothing, it represents a stereotypical teenager. Like, sort of the older demographic, they don't really go out in hoodies or snapbacks. So with these two elements, and even his trainers, we were able to basically tell our audience he's young in order to appeal to them, because they can identify with him. We also focused on lighting of the shot. We didn't actually use any extra lights ourselves. We sort of got lucky and played around with the
Like the street lights and like natural lighting.
and this basically helped us create a spotlight on the main part of our design, which was the performer himself. Everything else is sort of darker around him. This further allowed our audience to identify him, as it showed his importance.
It makes him stand out more, doesn't it?
Yeah. We also corresponded this with our shot distance. So we wanted our audience to feel like they could identify with our performer in a way, as this encouraged them to sort of find out more about him through our digipack. However, our shot distance was quite far away, preventing them from gaining like a clear representation of him, like his facial features, etc. So by taking an image far away, it sort of entices them into finding more out about him.
In the advert, we also used quite bold text and font. This is so like the advert kind of stands out a lot more. It also has the same text like style as in the digipack, so people can associate with that. And also the text is quite we designed in quite a manly kind of format. So obviously
bold text, yeah.
So our target audience would obviously find like it visually appealing.
We took the picture in a location where it's from a lower angle, so sort of looking up at the artist, and it sort of creates a sense of enigma because you can't actually see what's on the other side of the bridge.
This is another way of like enticing our audience into seeing what's in our digipack and our video, as the bridge was sort of a representative of our narrative, both the start and the end, so they want to see what's in between on the other side of the bridge. So here we're discussing the audience appeal generated by all our products. So I think the main appeal we wanted to establish was identification. We wanted our audience to feel that they were able to identify themselves with and compare themselves to our performer. So we did this through basically the use of drugs. Although it's relatively a negative stereotype, it is associated with the younger demographic. So we thought drug use wouldn't appeal to them necessarily, but would be associated with them, maybe feel like they can identify as they know someone that takes them, or whatever. And with our performer, we chose to have a young performer. The real performer of this actual song isn't this age, but we chose to have a younger performer because one, we felt it was easier to have someone in our group, and two, we wanted our audience to be people with a similar age to sort of 18 to maybe like 15 to 25 year olds. Therefore we wanted sort of 17, 18 year old, as they're easier able to identify with him.
Yeah, to like appeal to our audience, our video would have to be entertaining, so we included quite a few like current features in it. So in our video we have a scene where we include the mannequin challenge, which is quite like relevant to like recent trends. So obviously audiences would find interest in this. Also we use loads of different effects that would like obviously be fun for viewers to watch because they're quite interesting and cool looking.
It provides like a light-hearted manner to what he's experiencing.
Yeah.
Like it's a serious thing, drugs, but we sort of went about it in a humorous way, didn't we? The main thing people notice first about them is the pink background, isn't it?
Yeah, pink sort of a colour's in trend at the moment, especially in fashion.
Like it was associated just with girls, and we use this to appeal to girls because our video is sort of more for boys.
But also because it's like a recent trend, like it appeals to guys as well, so they're not going to be deterred
guys
from
have
it as well.
started wearing it, and
And obviously like the text style and like the designs that we've used are like it's just like black with like a red double exposure on it, so it looks quite manly, so obviously it's going to appeal to our target audience.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about how we sort of encoded genre signifiers into all 3 of our products. So our song Drop the Game was from an electro-pop genre, which we weren't really familiar with. We liked the song itself, but this made it difficult because we changed our song last minute, didn't we? We were doing Arctic Monkeys, that was a snap out of it, which was, you say it's indie rock.
Wouldn't fit with the sort of
Yeah, so we sort of established our narrative and chose to snap out of it because we felt the lyrics linked with it, applying the illustrate theory from Goodwin, but this didn't really work in terms of the beat itself, so we found this new song, Drop the Game, but this meant that we had to research the conventions of electropop and basically change our digipack designs in our poster and even certain elements in our video to fit with the conventions of electropop.
Like in research, when obviously researching videos of electropop, we found that the common conventions were that the videos were quite conceptual. So we decided to put some trippy effects into it. So, for example, we have like a double opacity, so it's like 2 or more people in one scene that's obviously being replicated. Also, we had a effect where the character walks into himself, which is quite trippy as well, which is kind of conventional of the electropop genre, as it's quite like surreal and conceptual.
We also saw when we researched in the electropop genre that every time there's a beat or a double beat, the shot cuts to it and they edit it.
It all corresponds well.
Yeah, it's visually pleasing.
Visually appealing. We'll show examples of that in this video. So yeah, there's sort of just brief examples of how we did follow genre signifiers, but we also did challenge them because we didn't want to completely change our narrative. For example, we found that in most researched electropop videos, they sort of shot in brightly lit scenes. Like we did have street lamps, but the fact that we shot at night, it's sort of light-hearted in the day. At night, everything tends to get a bit sort of, stereotypically. So that's basically a way of how we challenged conventions.
Or so differentiating our video from the rest of the genre.
Yeah, so that allowed us to like apply Steve Neal's theory, where he said that genres are instances of repetition. We repeated certain conventions but different, so we were innovative. We did differentiate ourselves in that way.
Thanks for watching, guys. Obviously, we appreciate if you could like and subscribe.